Ugh. Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on their end? My Vernon Kid here. Welcome back once again. In a new location, I'm in my living room now. Nice new furniture and everything like that. Yeah, guys, welcome back to another open live Q&A for you guys. I told you I was going to come back with one. I told you that. And of course, once again, as you all know, what's the cost of this? Nothing. Ain't no cost. Basically, guys, it's just me shooting the breeze with you guys, chilling. It is August 12th, 2017. It is a Saturday. And you hear music, probably my neighbors out there just banging, chilling. So yeah, man. Let's look at the script. Flip the script. Flip the drip. Flip, 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 diggity dick. No. Just having a good night, guys. Just really having a good night tonight. Okay. Got a few people here tonight. What's the deal? Okay, we got Omnitron. Travis. Comic Freak X. Hey, Sean. Who else we got here? Okay, Duff. Okay, we have Comic Fan. Hey, John Smith. And Dick Victor's, and John just donated $5. I appreciate that. I don't even ask for that stuff. I really don't, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Dylan is here. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. You guys check out my new banner. I wanted to give a shout out. Give a shout out to Design. Design Kings once again came through again for me, and made a. I was looking for someone to make me a channel, a YouTube banner. Basically, got one. Kind of a more official YouTube banner. I did not make that. If you go to my channel and look, you can see a banner right there. I kind of gave them specifics of what I wanted, and they came through once again. I will be going to Design Kings a little more often. I got a few more intro vids I want them to work on. I want to make an official intro vid for anytime I do the opinion spot. So that's definitely, I want to have an intro for a couple of other segments that I got coming. For example, a segment where I pre-record answering the many various questions that I get on Tumblr. So I get a lot of questions on Tumblr, guys, more than I can count. But the problem is always they are anonymous, but I still want to answer them no matter what. So I will be going to Design Kings a lot more often, they do good work, and I appreciate the times they have done it. They made those great intros. If you see all those different intros I used on my vids, they made those. They created those. The only one I really helped design or actually gave tidbits of what I wanted was the one that looks like a comic page that is all red and it has my name going across, and you see all the comics in the back just flipping, flip, 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 flip. I actually came up with a design for that. All the others, they made themselves, and some I like, and some I use, some I don't use, things like that. But once again, Design Kings, as always, definitely give a shout out to them I really appreciate what they do. Excuse me. Wanted to really give a shout out to all those peoples out there for everything they do, things like that. Been not so busy this week. I recently, me, my brother, and my cousin, we finally went up to a place we've always wanted to go, especially myself. We were in Yonkers, New York, not too far from me, not even like right across the block from me. We went to a place called the Pizza Barn, home of the Super Slice, and there's one of their specialties is they make these giant slices, and bought it. I took pictures of it. I posted it on my Twitter. I posted it on my Facebook page. I posted even posted a little snippet that I took on my phone of my brother eating it and saying things like that. You can find it here on my channel. It was really fun, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I still have leftovers. That's how big this damn slice was. We all do. There's just baggies in my refrigerator full of the pizza, but well worth it. They deserve all the praise they get. If you're ever in the New York area, if you're ever in Westchester County area of New York, I do recommend going to Yonkers, New York, and going up to the Pizza Barn. They make good pizza. You'll love it. You want to try the Super Slice, and it's worth the money. They are worth the money. I'm not even gonna lie. That slice right there costs $12, but it was worth it. Next week will be fun for me. My brother, my friend, and one of my brothers. We're going to NXT Brooklyn 3 next week. So we're gonna be there because you know me, guys. I'm a huge wrestling fan. So definitely gonna chill out, have fun, and be in M.V.K. in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Not the first time I passed the Barclays Center, not the first time, but it'll be the first time I actually been inside the Barclays Center. We're going to be there to see NXT Brooklyn 3. Get to see matches like Ember Moon take on the Empress Asuka. We're going to see Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre for the title. Things like that. It's going to be really fun. This will be my first NXT live event that I've gone to. This will be my brother's second, but be really fun. I'm going to really enjoy myself. That's next Saturday. So yeah, man, got some things coming. That's going to be a lot of fun. Just play around and just be what I am. I am a wrestling fan, so can't really say too much about SummerSlam, you know, in terms of I am looking forward to seeing if Nakamura will get the title, take it off of Jinder. Definitely looking forward to that four-way match between Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Braun Strowman. I'm pulling all the way for Joe. Yes. I'm not making any. Yes, I am. But yeah, man, just a lot of stuff, guys, that is coming out. And for me in general. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys shooting the breeze with me. Let's get into the questions, shall we? Those are just a few things that are coming up. Let's see. All right, let's go up. All right. Omnitron, first up, says DuckTales. Woo. Yeah, if anybody who doesn't know, the remake of DuckTales is on actually right now. Disney XD has been showcasing the first two episodes all day, like a marathon, and then it will come back September 23rd. I watched the first two episodes. I can clearly say, guys, I don't want to give too much away because I'm going to do a review I saw. I liked it. Very homage to the comics, the Scrooge McDuck comics and things like that. It was fun. David Tennant is great as Scrooge McDuck. And the name drops in this series was just like, is it all connected? I'll spoil that when I do my review, so look out for that. But yeah, I did enjoy it. Especially you're talking to somebody who grew up with the original and still love the original. But I can clearly say with this remake or reboot, however you want to call it, I am so far I'm loving it. It feels just like how much I loved the 2002 remake of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I enjoyed that. I'm a fan of the original. So yeah, sometimes remakes can get it right. Travis, have you ever played Legends of Dragoon? I played it once. I don't own it. That was a fun RPG. And your boy does like RPG games. Common Freak X. Question is, what's your thoughts on Carl Urban in talks to reprise his role as Dredd in the TV series? I read that. I posted it on my Facebook, on one of my Facebook groups. I think my Facebook group that I created characters why I liked him. I'm hoping he gets back. Carl Urban did some people say he did a good job. I say he did a masterful job as Dredd, paying how he paid true homage to that character than even the great Sylvester Stallone did. Never took his helmet off. Never saw his face. He stayed in so much character. It was just a great movie. It's a good movie. It's a popcorn movie. It's a thriller, and you just see Mr. Urban just be badass as Dredd. It was good. So I'm hoping he gets that role. I don't want to see anybody else play Dredd. Give it back to Carl Urban. Let him roll with it. Don't break something. It's not broken. Don't. It's not broken. Let's do it. Your next question, Common Free X says, do you feel that Marvel TV series are hurting the MCU? That's a good question. That is an excellent question. Man, that's something that we all could answer on that one. I like that question. I like that question. I wouldn't say it's hurting, but I feel that being that these TV series are supposed to be, they're all in the same universe. It's weird when this is going on and that's not affecting this world or this world of, you know what I'm saying? The events of this movie is not showcased in this TV or this or that. I those are some things I don't like, but I wouldn't say necessarily it's hurting. But it is feeling like Marvel, in terms of the TV stuff and having it all connected, they do need to get their act together and be like, yo, all right, look, let's put our differences. Let's stop having a dick measuring contest in-house. You know, whose dick's bigger than is it movies or a TV series? It's time to look at it like, okay, we're saying that everything is connected, so let's make sure that's showcased. Is it so wrong for someone like me, and I'm sure Sean, you kind of agree with this, that is it so wrong for someone like me to say, I want it all connected? I don't think so. So, but to make it real short and sweet, you guys know me. I like to go into detail on my answers. I would necessarily say no, not really. Sorry. Your next question, Common Creek X. Thoughts on Josh Brolin as Cable? His look, I did a video on it. You guys go check it out for yourself. I did a video, talked about it, gave my thoughts on his look. I like it. It looks good. I heard some people don't like it. I think people want to see the big shoulder pad look. And I'm like, they can easily put that on him. I mean, but Roland looked like he got in a great shape for the role. I mean, I've seen pictures of him just holding like and his arm is cut. And you just see a bulging muscle. I'm like, damn, he got in good shape. But the thing, but I took away from that, and I forgot to mention it in my video. Y'all see what was on the left side? A teddy bear. Could we be seeing another character coming soon? Do I have to say her name? I don't think so. Yeah, but I do like it. Comic fan, hey kid. So, John Smith, how do you feel about Weapon H? Are we talking about the Hulk Weapon X hybrid? It's kind of about time they did it. It was almost to the point I'm like, how come nobody never did it? It's okay. It's not like something like you're going, oh my god. It's just like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, I got a hold of my mouth. I keep spilling my tea. Sorry about that. Your next question. Let me see. Going down. Oh, hey guys. Okay. Once again, John Smith, I'm just gonna shout you out, bro. Thank you for the donation. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Dylan, hi. Okay. I'm trying. Was that a Cleveland show reference? I actually like that show. About what? I don't know what you're talking about. I watched a Cleveland show sometimes. Not as much, but I do. It's all right. Coming out. What is your favorite Chuck Norris movie? Mine is Invasion USA. That's a good one. I do like that. I would say for me, oh man, there's a bunch of them. You just need one, right? Or just my favorite. Man, there's so many. I like seeing when Mr. Norris would go out of just being the action guy. I like seeing him range being kind of funny. One of them was probably Firewalker with him and Louis Gossett Jr. I love that movie. I love that. They made a good duo. They had good chemistry together. That was fun. But if I was to say like all his roles where he played Braddock, I love those movies. Those are my movies. Those right there. There's a couple other movies, but yeah, those are definitely the ones I love. Let's see what else we got. Mission in Action. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. I'm the Sean. Oh, okay. Ricky Len Holster. I hope I'm getting it. Favorite Marvel villain? That's easy. Dr. Doom. Probably my favorite villain of all time. Even though Doom right now isn't quote unquote a villain, but overall, Dr. Doom, he's one of them. He's right up there. I love Doom. Doom is the combination of brains and brawn. And he is a character that before I'm old and gray, I want to see in the MCU. Is that too much to ask? Next question, comic fan. Who do you think should win the Fatal Four at SummerSlam? I'm pulling for Joe all the way. Travis, Yujiro Hanma versus the Joker. Are you kidding me? Really? We going there, right? I don't even need to answer that. Comic fan, do you think Nakamura will win the WWE title? I'm hoping he wins. I'm just hoping that it's not a fucking cash in with Corbin. I'm so sick and tired of the everybody knows how I feel about the Money in the Bank. If anybody, I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore. It's like it becomes, in my opinion, it has become the crutch in terms of everybody who wins it becomes a coward now. It's this and that. It's like when Edge did it the first time, it made sense. I was like, okay, this guy's on edge. He's gone crazy. He's so obsessed with winning the titles, a title that he's never won. And then everybody else start doing it. And everybody else start. And like my brother would always say, when Kane did it to Rey Mysterio, that just broke the straw. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm so done with this. So if it would, hopefully if Nakamura does take it, good. There's the whole rumor that, Vince was upset at him after what happened with him and Cena. It is what it is, but Nakamura all the way. I'm pulling for the King of Strong style. Hey, Nathan. Ricky, post some photos from NXT. Yeah, I tend to. I will definitely post pictures of NXT. Definitely. I've done it before when I went to another live event not too long ago at MSG where the event, I was, when AJ won the U.S. title at Madison Square Garden, I was there. I missed it, but I was there. Yeah, I was there. Do you think, Travis, do you like Patrick Clark's elbow drop? Patrick Clark. Who's Patrick? Not quite sure who that is. Let me make sure. I want to make sure. So, let's see. I want to make sure I am. Oh, Patrick, the Velveteen Dream. Okay, that's why. That's okay. It's all right. He gets up, but he's okay. Only thing is there will never be another Macho. You could see that no matter what, Macho is still influenced by a lot of people. He's still a big influence. Definitely. Bobby Roode will be called up next week. My predictions. Maybe it. I really wouldn't. I'm kind of like I'm similar to like Drew McIntyre said. I hate that word called up. Like he's just called over. Why should it be called up, called down? It's just they just moved on to SmackDown and Raw. That's that. I would really love to see it kind of go vice versa. Like a lot of us have said, like why if they go to this area, it should be it's not really a demotion going to NXT. So things like that. I too am like Drew McIntyre. I do hate that like called up. Rude. Next week, I doubt it because it's already been it's already been said that if Roderick Strong can beat Drew and he'll get another crack at Bobby Roode, maybe he will. We don't know. And if you read spoilers, don't spoil it for me. I hate that. Okay, Dylan, how far do you play For Honor? I don't have it. I have too many games that I'm playing now that I have not finished. So I don't like to get games and then add them to that I gotta finish. But I played a little bit of it. I like it. Of course I played it. I just don't know what I'm gonna get it for. I think I said I was getting it for the PS4, I think. Nick asks me, did you hear Sony brought Funimation? Yeah, I heard. See what they do with it. Impress me. Rihanna, do you think that Kate Beckinsale should play Catwoman in the DCU. I don't care who she plays. That woman's sexy as hell. That woman is just a treasure to look like. Do you see how she looks in all black leather? I rest my case. Let's see. DuckTales is waiting until 23rd because they will be 30th anniversary for the original series. Okay. What next cartoon should Netflix remake? The next one I know they are, like I said, is Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya, yeah. Seiya, or here in the States, what they called it was the Knights of the Zodiac. It's getting a remake, like, you know, so that's going to be really interesting to see. I wish it was Netflix that did a remake of Thundercats. I would have took it better. Yeah, yeah. Hey Zach. Do you think since they remade DuckTales, they should actually, Ricky? They are remaking. They are remaking Darkwing Duck. That was made. That was spoiled at San Diego Comic-Con. They talked about it. It was dropped and they announced it. Yeah, it's coming. Like I said before, if you watch the first 2 episodes, they tease it. And so it's like, okay. See? Let's see. Yo, Raiders game is on tonight, right now. Yeah, they're playing the Chiefs. Well, I really don't watch. I've never really been big into preseason. You know, let's get right into the season. Then I'll start watching. Nothing against it. I just don't do it. Comment. What is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? Mine is Billy Madison. Mine would probably have to be I think it's Waterboy. I believe it's Waterboy. Yeah, I think it's Waterboy, yeah. Yeah, it's Waterboy. I'm trying the Marvel stuff. I don't think it is. I mean, it's sort of like the comics. Whenever. Oh, okay. Answer the question. Okay. Affecting Spider-Man less of all the storyline. Do you believe that a Venom movie for Marvel will be good? I talked about this last time someone asked me, Nick. It is what it is. I wish you nothing but the best. You know, even though it's supposed to still be kind of connected to the MCU, but Spidey's not going to be involved in it. So it's just like, you know, Tom Hardy's going to be Eddie Brock. You know, I suppose they're already going to rush to do Carnage. I really don't care too much about it. I don't even care too much about the Silver and Black movie, that, you know, the Silver Sable and Black Cat movie. It's like they're more than support cast than standalone. It's like you're just making movies out of characters for what? You know, it's just like, I don't know. It's like, what are you gonna tell with Silver Sable? I mean, she's a mercenary, yeah, and her wild pack is cool, but it's just like, whatever. You know? Hey, Chris, did you get the Legend of Zelda Korra graphic novel? No, I did not. But I saw you did. Congratulations. I will pick it up as soon as I can. I mean, what I still want to see Spider-Man, and then at least, yeah. Oh, okay, that's what he's talking. Okay. What Marvel character do you think can work on Netflix series? Pretty much any street level character. I mean, first of all, I don't just want to see street level characters. That's the one thing. excuse me. The street level characters have done well with powers, but still, it's like I don't just want to see street level heroes. Yeah, Moon Knight's up there. I want to see a Daughters of the Dragon. I want to see another female-led Netflix series, and I think Daughters of the Dragon is definitely Misty and Colleen, where they could have Ravonna as the main villain, their villain. Want to see White Tiger. I want to see a White Tiger that accommodates all three of the family, because that's a family legacy. That's a legacy character. It started with Hector, went to Angelina Del Toro, who's already been dropped already. We know she's in there. And of course, the youngest, Hector's sister, Ayana, I believe that's her name. Yeah, but I do want to see other characters. I would love to see get Supernatural, Blade, Ghost Rider, people like that. Werewolf by Night, things like that. I want to see that. Let's see, Travis. What was the saddest episode of The Simpsons? I don't watch The Simpsons like that anymore, so I can't really tell you. I haven't watched The Simpsons. I haven't watched a full season of The Simpsons since, God, I can't even remember. I don't watch The Simpsons like that anymore. They're not. It doesn't. I applaud their longevity, but they really do nothing anymore for me. As when I was younger, yeah, it was cooler, but now it's just like Bart's still this age, Lisa's still this age, Maggie hasn't grown up a goddamn bit. It's like I hate that. I like seeing progression, age. That's why I love Digimon Try. It's like you've seen Ty and all of them growing up, which no matter what all those Pokemon fans like to say, Digimon is just a Walmart version of them. At least their main characters grow up. Ash is still a fucking little boy and ain't nowhere near to be a master. I actually sat down and watched, because that Pokemon comes on Disney XD. I actually sat down and watched it. The artwork has changed, definitely. And I look at this and I'm like, this kid is still ain't grown up yet. Sad. Let's see what we got here. Poor kids an F. Did you like Chuck Norris movie Sidekicks? I did. I did like that. That was a fun, interesting movie. It's really sad to know that the main focus, the main character who played Barry, he passed away. But that was a good movie. Believing in yourself. It had a good moral. It had a good moral to it. Believing in oneself. They had a great Mako in there, so it was great. Jeff Bridges' brother, Bo, was in that movie. Danielle, I'm forgetting her last name, who played McGann, was in that movie. Richard Mall was in the movie. I love it. It kind of felt like Doug. You know how Doug always used to imagine himself doing something. He would imagine himself being always with Chuck Norris. It was fun. That was a good movie. I actually have that movie in my movie collection, so I think I still have that on VHS. I don't think it came out on DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah, I still have VHS, guys. That's kind of showing my age, but I don't care. But yeah, I did enjoy Sidekicks. It was a fun movie. Believing in oneself and seeing your hero for the first time. I mean, he always imagined seeing Chuck. He would always do this, but then finally got to meet Chuck Norris for the first time. Joe Piscopo in that was so funny. He was hilarious to me in that movie. I crack every time I watch that movie. It's so funny. I'm trying mostly because the subject matter of that episode really hits home. Oh, okay. The West can't stay, but thought I'd say, hey. Favorite anime villain from Travis. Favorite anime villain. Probably Shishio. He's one of them. He's definitely up there. Vicious from Cowboy Bebop definitely is up there. Yujiro Hanma definitely throw up in there. Don't ask me to say Aizen because I didn't like you know. Those are some, definitely some. There was early on when they were both killing the game. Who had the better movies, Van Damme or Seagal? I was always more of a Van Damme fan than a Seagal fan. I was always that way. Never really was that big of a Seagal fan because of his portrayal was just too over the board. If I was doing him as a wrestling term, he didn't sell. He didn't sell for shit. You know, it was F your shit. I gotta get my shit in, and you know, I get my stuff in, but I'm not selling your crap. I'm not selling your stuff. And just was like, man, even I know Aikido. I've seen people practice it. It's a very defensive martial art. It is. But when this guy gets hit, I mean, he's still just like, wait, what? Like, I talked about this last time. He never did that much for me. I mean, there were some movies I enjoyed, but it was just I was more of a Van Damme guy. I was always a Van Damme guy. The first time I saw Van Damme, I think was Bloodsport. Yeah, it was Bloodsport. That was the first movie I actually saw him in, and I love Bloodsport to this day. I love the first one. I don't care for all the other ones that have come out. All the other movies that from Cyborg to Kickboxer to uh, Time Cop, which I enjoy. I think people sleep on that movie. I enjoy Time Cop. That's probably his most successful movie at the box office was Time Cop. From Double Impact, you know, there's been some shit movies he's done. I mean, anybody, I can clearly say his movie with him and Dennis Rodman sucked. That was terrible. I ain't gonna lie about that. But I I have enjoyed. And then when he did that movie JVD, oh my God, that was so good. But no, I was always been. I was more of a Van Damme fan, and anybody who knows Van Damme will know he was up to being the Predator. Yeah, he was going to be the Predator, but the suit was just too heavy for him. So yeah, um, Van Damme all the way. I'm still a big fan of his. Wishing nothing but the best. But yeah, Nick Victory Fire. Do you believe they should put some villains in Marvel Infinity War? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know because why? You got the big one. You got Thanos and the Black Order. We know they're all going to be in it. So, and I believe they're changing a little bit of the Black Order's origins, which is fine. I got no problem with that. You know, I think they're saying that they're going to be the children of. All right, just keep them straight to keep homage and keep tradition to the characters, and I'm fine with that. I got no problem with that. But yeah, I don't think there needs to be any villains. I think Loki's going to be, and I'm not sure, but it's all been building up to this guy. Why should there be other villains? Focus on that guy, the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. Another one of my favorite Marvel villains. Let's see, Omnitron. What do you think of? What do you think was the last good Adam Sandler movie? Um, I think for me, was it? 51st Dates. I think that I enjoy anything he did with Drew Barrymore. I'm a big Drew Barrymore fan. I've known and seen her since I kind of grew up with her, as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Sandler's hit kind of rock bottom. Well, now he has that Netflix deal, where all his movies go on Netflix. But yeah, the thing about Adam Sandler's movies are simple. Is the structure of his movies are typically the same. He's an older guy who falls for a woman that is maybe younger than him, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah, blah. All of a sudden they meet up and they fall in love, blah blah blah. Boink boink boink. There you go. It is the same thing. He's either a workaholic, a father, blah blah blah. He's looking for love, blah, 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 blah. There you go. But when he could show his range, then that's good. I mean, he did a movie with Don Cheadle, I think, where he was kind of suicidal at times. And I was like, this is Adam Sandler. Damn, he's good. He needs to do more of that. It was him, Don Cheadle, Jada Pinkett. I forgot the name of the damn movie, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. But I used to love Adam Sandler more than what's his name? Oh God damn it. Adam Sandler. Oh, fuck. I forget his name, but it'll come back to me when I think about it. But it is what it is. Let me see. I gotta think it because it's gonna be on my mind. I don't. But sorry about that. Yeah. Ben Stiller. Thank you. I used to like Adam Sandler more than Ben Stiller because Ben Stiller would try too hard. In my opinion, he would try too hard to be funny, and I was just like, don't stop. You're not making me laugh. Don't try so hard. But Ben is doing fine. I mean, he did go through a divorce, but he's okay. Let's see. And my best regards to Chris Pratt and Anna Faris. They had a divorce too. They just went through a divorce. That sucks, man. It really sucks. But when people go through divorce, especially when they have kids, that my main focus is on the children more than them because it's like the child grew up with both, and now they're apart. That's tough. I've always thanked Great Spirits that I was blessed to grow up with both parents, and my parents didn't get divorced. My mother passed, and my father had to raise me and my brother. I was 13 when she died. My brother was like 1, 2. So yeah, he took on the responsibility of being both parents. But I hate seeing that. I really do. But I hope it's a mutual respect. It wasn't they don't hate each other or things like that's always the big thing too. Is like I hope they don't hate each other. It's like they just maybe that love is not there anymore, but they still love being friends and stuff. Yeah, being friends, and it's not a bad thing. And it's not a bad thing to still be friends with your ex-wife, especially if you're still cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old school. Moving on. Omicron says to me, oh no, that was it. I already answered that question. Nick Fire. You asked me. No. I got that. No, Nick, just for a temporary truce. Doubt it. I'm not even going there. The truce. I mean, I would love to first. Okay, I'll say this much. I would love to see somewhere down the line Red Skull again. I will say that because he's always been the one that just kind of bothers me as a villain. Like, where did he go? And look, if Hugo Weaving doesn't want to come back, get somebody else. Remember, you can't really see his face anymore. He's scarred, so just get somebody else to play him. I'm trying. Who do you want to see as Billy Batson as Captain Marvel in the upcoming movie? That is a good question. That is a very good question. You got to have somebody. First of all, you got to remember this is a boy becoming a man, but still having the mindset of an 8-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy. You need somebody definitely who can pull off that childlike attitude. And I can't really think of anybody really right off the bat, without typecasting that person. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they find somebody new, I'm always pulling for new blood, somebody new to come on and take the role. But they talk about this being very lighthearted and probably the most lighthearted of their movies. Okay. Meow Hunter, since Poison Ivy and Rashad Ghul are both eco-terrorists, you think they should ever team up? That would be cool, but let's be honest. Villain team-ups don't last too long because egos get involved. And eventually, Raish would see Pam as a threat. And nowadays, Pam is not even like that anymore. She's really kind of like she had kids not too long ago, and she had to kill one of them, and it was crazy. But she's doing research work now. She's getting back into her field of what was she, a paleobotanist or something like that? So, but she's changing a lot, but it wouldn't last too long. Comic fan, what do you think about Enzo's situation? God, I knew this was coming up. It was only a matter of time before someone asked about the Enzo situation. If it is true, the amount of heat that this guy is getting is true, then his days are numbered. If it is true what a lot of guys are saying, I've seen a lot of shoot interviews with past guys who have left the company that worked with him, said he, his mouth is his biggest flaw. It's also what gets him into trouble, and I don't want to believe a lot of stuff that I see on dirt sheets, but this just keeps going around. You're hearing more and more stuff, and it's just like, dude, like, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. What do you think about the new villain in Sonic Force? That looks cool. First back, you're bringing back a lot of classic villains, like Metal Sonic, Chaos, and people like that. But this new villain, I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm definitely down for it. Mm-hmm. Sonic Mania comes out this month, end of the month. I'll be picking it up. Let's see. Easty Bunny. I think I'm saying it there. Easty Bunny. Hello. Someone new. What do you think of Call of Duty World War II? I don't mind that Call of Duty's going back to World War II. That's where it all got really big for them, with the World War II era. And I get what they're trying to do with it. Bring it all the way back to where it started for them, where they got big. I got no problem with that. Will I be picking it up? Most likely. I haven't picked up a Call of Duty game in a long time. The last shooter that I picked up was Battlefield 1. I enjoyed that very much. That took place in World War One, not two. But this I may pick up. This I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I understand what they're doing. I have this feeling that it's like a combination of them going back to where it all began from. What put their games on the map? I'm looking forward to the story, as always. That's mainly what I look for as well, besides just the online playing. I know that's the major focus, but I do love playing through the story modes. So yeah, I'm all for it. Do you watch the Lethal Weapon show? And will you? Yeah, I watch it, Nate. And yes, I will be watching next season. Yeah. Thought it was really good. Have you ever played any Saints Row games? Of course, I've been trying to own all of them. Well, not I don't own the first one anymore, but 2, 3, 4, Get Out of Hell. They got a new one coming out that's in the same universe called Agent Mayhem. Definitely getting that. Yeah, love them. I love the Saints Row. You talk about a GTA clone that really found its own and turned into something, turned into its own franchise, a big franchise. We've seen a lot of GTA clones come out, and Saints Row was just another one at the time. It's just like, it's just, but then it started picking up. By that second game, they really started turning things around, and I'm really happy for them, for the things that they've done with that series and the characters that have come out of that series. It's fun. It's just really fun. Yeah, but I have them all. I don't have one anymore, but I still have 2, 3, 4. Get Out of Hell, which was like a downloadable content. Yeah, I love those games. Probably my favorite GTA clone. Because sometimes you just want to have a, because even more, sometimes I know I like GTA, but now GTA has just gotten really too realistic now at times. And it's just like you want to have a game that just can go out there. And Saints Row goes out there. They pull from different games and stuff like that and movies. Like the scene from Saints Row 3, where the boss is shooting people in the air and flipping through the plane. It was like, man, that was right out of the movie Shoot 'em Up. I was like, that's good stuff. You catch it. Fun stuff. Coming up, do you want to see Death Note live action movie? Not really. I'm not too big on live action anime movies unless they're done by like I said, I don't hate them, but like I said before, Rurouni Kenshin live action, oh my god, that was so good. It's like, that's how you do a live action anime. You want to keep it respectful, keep it great to the source, leave it in the hands of the people. Leave it in the hands of people who know what they're doing. Perfect example. Yo, Chris, hey, M.V.K, Dano. Dylan, have you ever heard of a YouTuber named Millennium Doe? Yes, I have. I've heard of him. Favorite episode from Walker, Texas Ranger. Ooh, good. Probably one would probably be definitely the I love the episode, the crossover between Texas Walker, Texas Ranger, and the Sammo Hung show, martial law. That was good. I would love that. Another one of my favorite episodes of seeing is the episode where Walker gets the man that killed his father, his parents. That's a good episode. A lot of his episodes dealt with white supremacy and things like, well, you figure that it's down in Texas, so and in the show, Walker is half Cherokee, and so he's knowing, seeing that his parents, when his dad was the native and his mom was white, and you see that, and that was a good story. I did enjoy that a lot. There's been so many episodes I've enjoyed. I still watch Walker, still to this day. Yeah, so many. There's a lot. So many episodes, but those are some. And I love the episodes when anytime wrestlers are on it. Like Macho Man's been on it. Sting has been on. Sting, Rowdy Piper, late great Rowdy Piper. I said late great Macho Man. Because, and the reason why that is, guys, Mr. Norris is a longtime wrestling fan too. He's been shown and has talked a lot about wrestling. And he loves wrestling too, and he had a lot of respect for the business. There's been many times he was on WWE programming, you know, just in the audience, and you see him, they come up to him and he talk about his love for it. So yeah, I can see why he was there, why you would have those greats on the show. But Walker was great. Should Rival Schools get a remake? No, Rival Schools should get a sequel, not a remake. No remake. Let's keep it going. No remake. No remake. Another one, just a sequel. Same thing with Darkstalkers. Just a sequel. No remakes. Ricky, did you know Ralph Macchio is turning 55 this year? Yeah. And he's gonna star in a sequel to the Karate Kid movies, the TV series, and pretty much almost the original cast is coming back for the show. So him and Johnny, the actor who played Johnny, I've always forgetting his name. I apologize for that. I don't think Elizabeth Shue's coming back as Allie, and they can't do Pat Morita because he passed away a long time ago. But everybody else is coming back, and I'm gonna check it out. I'm a big time Karate Kid fan. I love the first. I like them all, but I like the first two movies the best. Love the first one, but I love the second one the most. The third one to me was and the one with Hilary Swank was pretty good too. I enjoyed it. I didn't care for the Jaden Smith one. I didn't even watch that. And as much as I love Jackie Chan, I'm like, no, I'm not watching this. I was like, nah. It's called The Karate Kid, but you are in China. You're not in Okinawa or Japan. That just bothered me. I'm just like, wait, what? And you're looking at someone who practices martial arts. So it was like, I may not practice karate or kung fu or anything like that, but I know where my martial art originates from, what I practiced. I know where it originated from. So, but that was just really weird. I was just like, nah, I can't deal with that. But yeah, Ralph, and he's aged pretty well. He don't look any different too much. Same like with Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves does not age. He doesn't age. Okay, how bad or how altered do you think that live action American One Piece will be? Oh yeah, it's gonna be majorly altered. There's no way they're gonna keep it true to you know it is. You know. Yeah. Saint Kwan, hey Chris, what's up? My question is, did you finish Mass Effect Andromeda? Nope. Too many games that I'm going through. Hell, I haven't even finished Mafia 3 yet. So yeah, and I've been loving that. So I'm just I haven't even finished Transformers. What's the Transformers game that I got for Xbox One? Devastation, I think. Which the original cast all coming back to do the voice. I forgot that. Damn it, I forget it. But I love it. I want to see a Nova TV series from Netflix. That would be cool. But I think in terms of, I think now, guys, we gotta realize that when it comes to the Marvel space characters or something like that, James Gunn got those locked. Somebody asked me that not too long ago. Who would you want to see as Nova in the movies or TV series? Who would you want to see? Now, I make it plain and simple. I don't hesitate when I say it. Richard Rider, all the way. That's the one I grew up with. I don't hate Sam Alexander. I think we need to get that through there. People think I hate Sam Alexander. I don't hate him. But what I don't like is that Marvel at a time really start to push him as like, forget Richard Rider. Look to him now. And it's like, don't do that. What did I tell you guys last time about respecting what came before? Marvel sometimes needs to preach that more often, because they don't. And you see that sometime in the current product now. They don't respect what came before. I made that perfectly. I've preached that plenty of times on Twitter and Tumblr and sometimes on Facebook too. So they don't appreciate what came before. You know, they want to switch everybody else out, and oh, this is gonna revolutionize this, and no, it's not. You want to make this the new version of this. How about making a new character of? How about making a new character, but it's the very first? Is that too hard? Once again, I've jokingly said this to Marvel. Marvel, I have since I was 17. Make that even 16. I have always created my own characters that I would pitch to comic companies and stuff. I have over 100 of them now, all different races, all different powers, backstories, how they got the power. I will give them to you for free if you want, just to see new characters switching out. It's like, as much as we like Miles Morales, people need to understand he's not going to be the Spider-Man because Peter's still there. He's a legacy character, yes, but Peter Parker will always be personified as the Spider-Man. And as much as that may hurt some people, say, you got to understand it's real. You know, it's Peter's not going anywhere. They could do whatever they want to, and I say that not with full like, oh, that's great, but when I say that, I mean it's like Spider-Man has been around since our parents was kids. Okay? And he's going to be around. And he's still going to be around. But Miles will never be that Spider-Man. And that is one reason I've always preached why he should have stayed, why killing off the Ultimate Universe was a stupid idea. Just to bring him into the 616 was a bad idea, because it just does not mix too well. It doesn't. It just feels like, you know, if you wanted to revolve the Ultimate Universe around Miles, that's fine. You wanted to revolve Earth 1610, that's the Ultimate Universe's numbering. If you wanted to revolve him, that's fine. But you just now saying, okay, now we want to get rid of that universe. Why? They didn't even scratch the surface of characters they could have ultimatized. I just made that word up. You know, in that universe, we could have seen the ultimate versions of these characters, this character. They didn't kill off every character, and I've always said it, Jeff Loeb, you son of a, for doing that. I think he wrote the Ultimatum. But yeah, you still could have built around that, the new age of the Marvel Ultimate Universe, 1610, but you didn't. As much as I love Miles, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real, y'all. You know, let's see. Yeah, Ayana, she's the sister to Hector. She is Angelina's aunt. But the last thing I heard from them, they both quit. They took the jade amulets off, and they kind of quit somewhat. I believe they quit. That was the last thing I read from them. Will you watch the show Krypton? I'm not really sure. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Look, I gave Gotham a try, and I'm done with that show. That show is just gone into its own direction. Makes no goddamn sense to me anymore. You know, once again, it just Gotham. I don't understand how that show is so popular. It confuses me now. It's just like, wait a minute. It's like, So by the time he becomes Batman, all his villains should be old and gray. So Batman's going to be facing senior citizens. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. But with Krypton, it's the same thing. I'm just like, do I really want to see what life was like on Krypton? A show then what was life was on Krypton? You know, to each his own. I'm just saying. But for me, I don't need that. Do you think Man Thing show should happen? Well, what was the last thing they tried to do with Man Thing live action? Oh, that crappy movie. Oh my God. We seen the statue of him and Thor. I don't know. I mean, I was more of a if we're talking, you know, like that kind of character. I was very more of a Swamp Thing fan than a Man Thing fan. I really was. I was always more of a Swamp Thing fan. They're similar, but it'd be interesting to see them try to pull that off. No, I'm not gonna lie. I know this will never happen, but this is Sinquan. But there's a what if? What if the next fighter from Tekken turns out to be your Jirohama? Thoughts? If that happens, we're getting Geese Howard. That threw me for a loop when to see Geese Howard going to be in Tekken. So I was like, what? Like I looked at like what? Okay, we got Akuma. If they put Yujiro Hanma from Baki the Grappler, Baki's dad, into a tech, that'd be some serious shit right there. I'll be like, because I'm a big Baki the Grappler fan. But that'd be cool. I'd be down. Futurama is the Simpsons' better and cooler younger brother. I enjoyed Futurama. I did. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that. Let's see. Comic fan, what is your favorite episode from Batman Beyond? Anything that dealt with ink. Yeah, anything that dealt with ink. Any episode that dealt with the Hunter. But anything that dealt with ink was those are ink. Fuck Terry up. There are times I don't understand how he survived. If there's any villain of Terry's rogues gallery that could have killed him, it'd be Ink. She would have killed him. Yep. I had VHS until it broke. Okay. Tino Longo. I hope I'm saying your name right. Favorite Charles Bronson movie? Death Wish. The Death Wish series, definitely. That's probably my favorites. Definitely my Death Wish. I like a lot of his older work too. You know, he was in the original. Well, not the original. He was in, the Magnificent Seven. He was in that. I liked him in that. Magnificent Seven is a remake of Seven Samurai. Classic. Love that too. But yeah, but I've always enjoyed Charles Bronson. He did his thing. He did his thing. He was like right up there with Clint Eastwood for me. He's right up there with Clint Eastwood. I don't care how old Clint get, he will always be a badass to me. Just Clint Eastwood is the man. He's one of the men. That's how it is. Let me make sure I keep moving on. I'll make sure I get there. Okay. I'll try. Mass Effect Andromeda. Which one? Haven't romanced anybody yet, and I'm so behind on Mass Effect Andromeda. So no spoilers, please. I think it's time they should do a remake of Pokemon for the new generation to understand. I'm hearing that I know the last thing I heard about Pokemon, Dylan, and this may just eat fans alive, is that they're eliminating Brock and Misty altogether in the history. I'm like, yeah, that's where you run out of ideas right there. That's where you're fucking up right there. So yeah, you're getting rid of two characters in that series, erasing them from history. You're messing up, fucking up right there. I don't know if you're watching, but now is the time to watch Super. Of course, I'm watching Super. Why wouldn't I be? The new stuff is starting in Doug, but are you watching? Thoughts? I watch Super. I have a Crunchyroll. I have Crunchyroll. I have a account with Crunchyroll. So I watch those every time Crunchyroll uploads them. Right after it gets uploaded, it gets broadcasted in Japan. So, and I rather watch them subtitled than dubbed. So I love hearing the original woman voice Goku, Gohan, and all them, and I love that. Seeing the Universe 6 Saiyajins, I don't call them Saiyans, I call them Saiyajins. I call them under their real name. You know, it's great. You know, it's cool. You know, it's fun. You know, and I like the idea of, you know, like they kind of now Dragon Ball's touching in the multiverses and stuff. I like that, you know. And if we can't get our Saiyajin from Goku's or female wise, because they're planet Vegeta's dead, and we don't know, and the only Saiyajins left are what we got here. Why not have, you know, some from a different Earth? And I'm hoping. I have a feeling that they're going to still be around too, but it's fun. I love Super. You know, I heard some people don't like it. Each its own, man. Like, I enjoy it because I didn't want GT to be the lasting legacy of Dragon Ball. It's like GT doesn't exist. It's retcon out of history, and I'm glad. I'm glad it is. You know, I'm glad. Favorite anime bad guy. Oh, my favorite, Vegeta. I wouldn't just call Vegeta bad guy anymore, so I can't really call him that anymore. Predator War 18. If there were to ever make live action Dragon Ball Z movie, good ones this time, do you think Scarlett Johansson would be perfect to play Android 13? Android 18, excuse me. Somebody a little younger. I mean, I don't know, because she wasn't the major for me. So she's not the major. No, so, and I think what that proved, and I think my friend Victor said it best, is like she's not suited to play every character. Like, she, you know, it's not about being the lead. It's just that it seems like everybody's running to her to play this role. You know what? You know where I'm coming from? Like, I would love to see somebody a little younger playing Android 13. Why keep saying 13? 18. Somebody younger. Don't get me wrong, I love Scarlett, but somebody younger, a little bit younger, like early 20s, or the age I would want her to be. I don't, no chance. I don't even want to see a live action another Dragon Ball movie. Did you ever watch Smallville when it was on CW? Well, did you know that well-known Small turned down being on Supergirl, but he is going to be a police officer on Lucifer? Yeah, I watched Smallville from the beginning when it first aired, season 1 all the way up to season 10. I think, personally, to me, it should have ended after season 6. I believe. They started doing some things that are just stupid. It's just stupid. I hate how Clark learned how to fly. Stupid. He basically became Peter Pan. He thought happy thoughts and took off. I was like, that was stupid. Just certain characters. I will say this: my favorite episode of Smallville has always been Absolute Justice, when the JSA was on that. I'm a huge JSA fan, so seeing them was great. I love that. But other than that, Smallville it's good and it's bad, and a lot of it was bad in my opinion. But Tom Wellings, he tried to stay clear of a lot of the stuff that people wanted to sue, everything like that. And it is what it is. He's in his 40s now, so I know it's interesting because the actress who played Lois is going to be on Supergirl now. She's taken over for the actress who played Laura, Kara's mother, birth mother. She's going to take over now as her mother. But it is what it is. He's going to be on Lucifer. Lucifer is a great show. I love that show too. But yeah, it is what it is. But I did watch Smallville. Watched them all the way through. When I start a series, I watch it all the way through to the end. I don't stop because maybe this happened or this happened. They killed the character off that I loved. I've had many shows where my favorite characters have died, or I'm a huge. I watched the original Hawaii Five-0 when I was younger with my dad, and I loved the remake. We all know Chin and Kono, the actors, Grace Parks and Daniel Day Kim are not coming back. That's not going to stop me from watching the show. I'm still going to watch it, still going to be loyal to the show, but it does hurt that they're gone. You understand? See? So, Sean, do you think CW is heading for its own crisis on Earth? I think so. That'd be cool. I think so. Zach, who do you want to see in Dragon Ball Z Fighter? Who do I want to see in Dragon Ball Fighter? I want to see Future Gohan with the one. Oh, you're talking about from the Trunks story. One I've always said I want to see Paikuhan. He looks like a Namek, but the guy who Goku fought in the Heaven tournament, the one that beat down Cell, Frieza, and all of them, and the without breaking a sweat, and it's always been my biggest. Who the fuck killed that guy? That's always been a guy. Who killed that guy? Besides, they've done all that, the movie stuff. I've always liked when they put the movie characters, the movie villains. I like a lot more than like some of the series villains. But definitely, I wouldn't mind seeing Future go on with the one arm. He was still a badass too. That's probably one of the characters, definitely. Pycon. Let's see what else we have. Favorite anime manga villain will have to be Dio from JJ. Oh, okay, Bizarre. Okay, I got Adventures. I still say that the best Adam Sandler movie so far and acting range is Click. Click was good. Click was good too. Click was good. Click was good. I love The Wedding Singer. That's probably one of my favorites as well. But he's kind of fallen off. And I don't like it, but it is. People are kind of. He should reinvent himself a little bit. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Sinquan, my next question. I may have asked you this before, but is it? Would you like to see Netflix do an adaptation of IDW's and Ninja Turtles? I would love to see them do that, but Nickelodeon owns the rights to Turtles right now, so anything animated or feature is under Nickelodeon. That's how it is. And I've completely caught up on. Thank you for doing the whole Usagi Yojimbo arc. That was like, they did it. Finally got to see him, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I've just recently watched it again just to watch it. It's so fun. It was a lot of fun. Tino, favorite Justice Society character. Would have to be Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. third smartest man in DC universe. Don't argue with that. Next up would be Wildcat, seasoned vet who taught the likes of Batman the art of boxing. Um, Next would be Alan Scott, Jay Garrett. You know, I could do my top 10 members, but maybe I should do that as a video. Would you guys like to see that? Would you guys like to see my top 10 members? I'd give it to you. I'll do it. Yeah, you can answer that question. I'll do that. Big Boss or Snake? I've always been more of a solid Snake fan. I like his dad, but I'm always solid Snake all the way. I heard someone say that Tom Hanks should have been perfect as Captain Marvel about 20 years ago. I can honestly see that. Yeah, maybe. Tom would definitely have to put on some weight, muscle to do it. You know, I love Tom Hanks. Everybody knows that. I'm a huge Tom Hanks fan, but he's never done a superhero movie. But you know, recently I was just watching one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies that came on the end, The Burbs, and I love that movie. I love that movie, and I watched. I was watching me and Malcolm, my brother. He's watching a little bit of it. We caught it at the end, and seeing him, you know, it was just so fun to watch that. Man, good movie. Good movie. Still funny to this day. Common fan. I don't think Zac Efron could play Billy. I think Zac Efron would be better as the MCU version of the Human Torch. That's who I'm pulling. If I swear to God, if Marvel gets the rights to the Fantastic Four, please get Zac Efron for Johnny Storm. Perfect. Booyah. But if they can't, Zach, I would still want somebody to be, in terms big, like a big man. I want somebody like kind of in, like it really feels like a kid, a kid growing into a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Zach can't get into shape. That dude can get into shape. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but Johnny Storm, oh my God. Could you imagine him as Johnny Storm? Man, that'd be so fucking hot. Okay. Do you think there should be more villains that get reformed, since it's easier to make a villain as a general rule? It depends. It depends. I did a video a long time ago about villains turning hero and stuff like that. There are just some characters that just don't work as a villain, as a hero. You know, to me, Emma Frost, no hero. Glad she's back to being a bitch that she is. Fuck Emma Frost. I hate her. Okay. There's just certain characters that just, they're better as this. Norman Osborn will never change. He's a villain for life. All right, you see where I'm going at with that? There are some villains I can see reforming, you know, because they have talked about it in past issues. Like, they kind of are tired of doing this, you know. Once again, the idea of the Thunderbolts was a good idea because all those characters, mostly, they wanted to change, and they did. You know, most of them, the Beetle, who was the Beetle, a classic Spider-Man villain, he changed. He became Mach 5. You know, he had all different numbers: Mach 5, Mach 6. You know, Songbird, Melissa Gold. Cap said it best: "You were destined to be Avenger." And when they made her an Avenger, I was so happy. I was like, but she is so quintessentially part of the Thunderbolts. They just when you think she gets pulled back to the Thunderbolts. And I've always was like, why are you doing that again? Like, but yeah, see, stuff like, she started as a villain, screaming meaning, became Songbird. Go from there. So it depends. It does depend. Do you play The N64 or Dreamcast? My brother has N64. I do have a Dreamcast. I still play it. It's in my room right now. I'm not in my room. I don't have as many games as I used to for the Dreamcast, but I tend to find some of the games I wanted to get back. But the ones I still do have, yeah, I got them. You know, both Marvel versus Capcom's, Rival Schools, no, Project Justice. That's what it's called. For Shenmue. Can't wait to Shenmue. Shenmue 3 come out. Yeah. So yeah, I still have a Dreamcast. I won't sell that. I won't. What is your favorite movie? Tino X. Favorite movie? I have a lot. But if I was to say any movie, it's the very first movie that I saw. Conan the Barbarian. There you go. Let's see. I'm trying. Saints Row has had a Motley Crue song in every game, but not one instance have they had Saints of Los Angeles as us. We are the Saints. Yeah, that's true. They haven't. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Would you mind a Walker Texas Ranger reboot or continuation of it? If reboot, do you think they could play Walker? Oh God. Uh, let's see. I think they have talked about a reboot of Walker. Man, that's a hard question. Maybe Scott Eastwood. I think Scott Eastwood would be good. Maybe he probably could pull it off. I'm Scott. I think Scott Eastwood could probably do it. Nate. I would still want Chuck somewhere in it, somewhere like maybe he's producing it or something like that. Um, the last thing I remember is Casey, his wife. You know, she was pregnant, I think. But if you be in a continuation of it, he wouldn't that his son would not be that old. So yeah, they probably have to remake it, and I'll go Scott Eastwood. I'll just go from there. What is your favorite episode of ER? Um, wasn't a big ER fan. I wasn't. I never watched this. I've watched a few episodes, but never really was the biggest. When it comes to like stuff like that, I'm more of a cop drama fan. So you know, talking about Law and Order, SVU, stuff like that. Those are my shows. You know, New York Undercover. Those are the shows I still watch these days. And you know, so yeah. Uh, SVU season 19. Look at that. They almost up to the original Law and Order. Have you seen that they lit? You don't know me very well, do you? Of course I have, dude. How old do you think I am? You think I'm young, don't you? I'm 35, born in '82. I'm an '80s brat. Of course, I've seen that movie. Love that movie. I don't just call myself. My nickname is the M.V.K. Lord of New York. That's not a catchphrase. That's a fact. But no, and that's why I always say, how my other fellow high lords and ladies doing? Because that's how I feel. We are in a nation, a geek nation, that it's always good to boom, come at come at me, bro, and talk and chill and have fun, things like that. That's why I'm kicking it with you guys. So I'm answering your question. I'm kicking it with you guys. These live Tuesdays is also for new people to get to know me. But you keep subscribing, keep in the thumbs up, and watch my vids, and you get to learn more. Okay, this guy's legit. That's why I tend to believe that a lot of people like my reactions, because my reactions are legit. I don't fake my reactions. All my reactions that you have seen If you do watch my reactions, I'm only a part-time reactor. I don't look at my time full-time. But those are legit. I don't fake it. It's not, it's one take. There you go. Don't buy that. Go watch my Black Panther trailer reaction. That's probably one of my proudest reactions on account of the amount of people that came through, the amount of thumbs up, the amount of people that was like saying it humbled me to the extreme when you hear people say that is the best reaction of that trailer against anybody else that reacted to that. Best reaction in terms point of just the history, knowing the history of the character, knowledge of the character, things like that. People, it humbles me once again when people say, this is what I was waiting for Chris to react to. You know, they like all the other reactions, but they knew they wanted me to see that. And always just say thank you. And I mean every word. Anyway, moving on. Also, the TheMtVernonKid's Kid was about Kung Fu, not Karate. Exactly. Should have been called the Kung Fu Kid. Yeah. Do you feel that Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee fight in Way of the Dragon was too much Bruce Lee beaten up? Kinda, but I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. That's one of my idols, man. His philosophy, everything. You know, I remember listening to an interview talk about that. Him Mr. Norris talking about it, about Bruce, because Bruce and him knew each other for a long time, and you know he talked about him coming out and doing that scene, and he said, he asked Bruce like, so who wins the fight? And Bruce said, I win. But I can see a lot of people's points of like saying like, did Bruce Lee term, did Chuck put Bruce Lee over too much? I can understand where people are coming from with that. Kinda. I will say, yeah, kinda, because it kind of reminds you of Game of Game of not, I was about to say Game of Thrones, Game of Death, where when he met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of his own students, and at first he was beating him, and then it became almost Bruce just beating the shit out of him. But you also got to look at it from another point of view, and don't try not to look at it like that. At that point in time, Bruce was like Superman, and it was, and he was a good inspiration to not just martial artists, but also to the Asian community. He was building off of a stereotype that in earlier movies, Asians were always playing, soft, that bullshit, which I don't like. That stereotype, and he was a hero to them. And I give him credit for what it is, but I will agree, yeah, he did kind of, he should Bruce. It should have been more of a like a real back and forth battle. Like you put the very best against the very best. Boom, 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 boom. It's not going to be easy. It should take more of who's going to make the first mistake and capitalize. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Also, as a practitioner coach, Kyoshi in karate, black belt. That is, I have been wanting to learn Jeet Kune Do, as created by the master himself. Yeah, yes, Bruce Lee created Jeet Kune Do. I've always wanted to train in Jeet Kune Do myself. Spent years training in Taekwondo. That's a Korean martial art. It's mainly kicks, not knees. I just want to slap my knee, but it's kicks. But I remember training, and the first thing we always had to do every day for training was 100 push-ups nonstop. 100 push-ups straight. I wasn't trained in a traditional school like a lot of people do, go to school. No, I was trained by a friend, a person, and then with my mother. And she only trained like 7 of us in her basement, and we learned from there. So she poured all her knowledge that her father put into her. Long story, it's a long story, but she was fun. She was like a second mother to me. Yeah, she was. Oh, sorry, don't try to get misty-eyed, guys. I get very emotional with stuff like that. I'm sorry. Dylan, do you ever think you can do game reviews one day? I have a gaming channel. I do put gaming gameplays here. Okay, I have a gaming channel. It's called M.V.K Gaming X. If you want to subscribe there, go there. I put games up there. I'm still putting up all the story mode of Tekken 7. I finished the game a long time ago. I'm just being lazy, just putting stuff up. The only gameplays that will be going here on my main channel will be any games that deal with superheroes. So I will be putting up the Guardians of the Galaxy game, the next season of the Batman. I'll do some retro gaming here as well. A lot of side-scroll beat-em-ups will go here as well. I recently put up a game called Dead by Daylight, which is a completely online game. It's basically a game where you could play as the killer, or you could play as the survivor, and you're in this area and you got to survive. You're the survivor. You got to start these generators to get power, and then you're able to open the gate. But there's a guy not played by a computer. It's somebody playing as him, as the monster. They recently put out a couple of. It's been online. It's been on the PC for a while, and they've done Michael Myers, and they're just about to add it to the consoles, like the Michael Myers pack, where you could play as Michael Myers. And I put gameplay. I did a gameplay through as playing as the killer. One of my favorite killers is Crazy Doctor. He looks all crazy, and it's really funny. And then I put up the gameplay of me playing the survivor. It's fucked up because played as a survivor and my teammates didn't help me. I got caught by the killer. One of the killers' he's called the Hillbilly. He has a chainsaw and a hammer, and he comes at you with a chainsaw. And he hooked me up on a hook, and they got people right there behind a tree, and I could see them, and I'm like, help, just watch me die. I'm just like, so I was pissed at them. When the gameplay, you could hear me just saying, kill them, please, like, get them, because I was really upset. But no, it's funny. But no, I used to do game reviews. Now I just do gameplays, because me and Malcolm have the Elgato. We can capture our gameplays. And yeah, so I just do gameplays, and I created a gaming channel. Shout outs to, I checked the last 2 gameplays I did. Wow, shout out to the views on that. I was like, whoa, that was okay. People like Dead by Daylight. It's similar to the Friday the 13th game. There are differences. Like, for example, you can't attack the killer. Like, you gotta run, jump, block. You can't attack him. In Friday the 13th game, you can attack Jason, but and I think you can kill him too. But it's similar. But the difference is the Dead by Daylight doesn't have as many bugs as I'm hearing the Friday the 13th game does. Let's see what else we have. Okay. I actually heard James Gunn wants to make a separate cosmic series of movies as sort of his side of to the Marvel. So yeah, I've heard that too. He really wants to. Right now, from what James Gunn has said, right now he doesn't want to do Nova, because right now he only wants Star-Lord to be the only kind of character from Earth right now. So I can understand where he's coming from. But if he wants to, if Marvel, Kevin Feige trusts him to bring the cosmic side out, let him. Let him. That'd be cool. I'm trying to. I really hope Marvel Legacy ends up fixing what Marvel's problem has been, just keeping the classics where they are and belonging in. Yeah, I think that's kind of where it's supposed to go. Is like they, you know, maybe they realize that maybe we went too far and changing too much too fast. Nipfree, what would you like? Would you like to? Would you like to some old super get a comic book to name a few Super Stretch and Micro Woman make the Web Woman Space Sentinels the Freedom Force? Maybe. Maybe. No, because yeah. It's like, what was that classic series back in the day, back in the 70s? I know they. Shit, what was it called? I'm trying to remember the name, but what was the name of it? What was her name? There was a series. It wasn't even a car. It was actually a live action. I'm trying to remember it. Oh, I'm gonna look it up. I gotta remember what it was called. Um, I forgot the name of it. I'll probably think of it later. Um, but maybe that'd be interesting. Ricky Lenholster says Tom Holland stated that he wants Tobey Maguire to be Uncle Ben. Do you think that would be a good for the MCU? I've heard that. Um, I, I I wouldn't mind. I mean, you got the lovely Marissa Tomei as Aunt May in this universe. In reality, Marissa Tomei is in her 50s, and she looked good for her age. I grew up with Marissa Tomei. I remember her since she was on uh, A Different World. Yeah, that's how far back I go with her, and I've always loved her. I was like, man, who is that thing? Um, so Tobey Maguire coming on. If they wanted to bring Tobey Maguire as Uncle Ben, that would be. It wouldn't be. It would be probably the ultimate. Probably the ultimate homage, in my opinion. Like the first guy to bring Spider-Man to the movies, live action, is now Uncle Ben. Yeah, we all know what's destined to happen with that, but still, that's like a way of saying, "Hey, thank you for paving the way." I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind at all. Toby's, how old is Tobey Maguire? He's what, in his 40s, his late 40s now. Yeah, they de-aged him a little bit, which is fine. Hold on, guys. Ugh. Sorry about that. Let's see what else we have here. Yo. Hey guys, let's keep going. Thank you for all the 10 people still staying tuned with me. Thank you. Let's do this. Comic fan, who would be your first choice to play Ultimate Spider-Man in the MCU? We talking about Miles? We talking about Miles again, right? I know the actor who plays on Stranger Things was interested in being Miles Morales. I really don't know. I really don't know. But we all know that Donald Glover's character in, what was his name? Yeah. So, yeah. But you know, it is what it is. I think Miles just is too fast for Miles right now. You know, Peter's still young. It's like, you know, and if anything, I want it to be authentic to Miles Morales. See, one thing I don't like about, in terms of, I don't want to even call it that, but the one side of is that the people seem to only focus on Miles's the Black Spider-Man. It's not true. He's mixed. Okay, he's Latino. He's African American and Latino. His mother's Puerto Rican. Okay, so still give him that. I always say you give a little to each. You give some to the African American community, and you also give some to the Latin American community. Give it to the Latino community. He's a combination of both worlds. So yeah, I don't call him the Black Spider-Man. I don't call him that. That's the Black Tino Spider-Man. People look at me like, what? He's black. He's Black Tino. You know, don't be like, don't give him a little to each. But I hopefully, I know they're doing that Miles Morales animated movie. It is what it is. You know, I'm not saying that I don't want to see Miles anytime soon, but he's come a while. You know, he's come a while. Have you wanted to play the canceled Gotham by Gaslight game? I think I played that, you know. I think I have. I can't remember if I did. Now, one thing I would have loved to see from Ultimate Cap dying. I never liked him as Cap. I really didn't. That's just me. And have Eli Bradley come Ultimate Cap. Yeah, I mean, if you look at, and once again, Ultimate Cap to me is just Fat Quesada and all of them just saying we need to make him a badass. You know, Quesada said it best. You know, I don't even say he said it best. Fat Quesada went on record and said basically, there's no way. You probably heard me say, there's no way this man went through the darkest days of World War II and not killed anybody. He should be a badass. And it's like, so that's why Ultimate Cap was as a dick he is in the Ultimate Universe. I wouldn't mind seeing him die. I was like, that's not my Cap. I don't care what so what? So what? We didn't see him kill anybody in the world. So what? So we got to put that in. I mean, the way, if you read the Ultimate Cap Falcon one shot, the way Steve Rogers in that talks about black soldiers is disgusting. I'm like, really? Like, what this shit? Like, really? Like, you know, the way he was saying, like, yeah, I was around during, I've heard about the Tuskegee Project, and, and I watched the Negro soldiers and, the colored soldiers, and they never were really impressed me. They should have stayed in their place. I'm like, you motherfucker. I was like, this is not my Cap. Nope. But yeah, Ultimate Eli, that would have been interesting to do. Ultimate Marvel Cap and Patriot. Come on, you would. I'd buy it. It's kind of cool. I'd buy it. I'm officially done with Pokemon. If that's they're getting rid of. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That Brock and Misty have been written out of the series or something like it. Let's see. Hold on. Got a text message. Um, all right. Sorry about that, guys. I got a text message. So it's just, text message. Okay. All right. I want to just make sure. What up, dog? What up? Trying to think. Please don't call me a dog. No, I'm just fucking with you. What up? Let's see. What are your thoughts on the Batman trilogy leading up to the Batman Beyond movie? That's interesting. When I saw that, I'm like, they're actually going to do a Batman Beyond movie. All the years we've been wanting to see a Batman Beyond movie, we actually may get one. All right, I'm down. I'm down. I'm just personally, I love Universe 6, if only because it's like the perfect outcoming for Saiyajins where there are like these space knights that they're, yeah. And you can see how proud Goku is of that. Like, he loves that stuff. I love that. What are your thoughts on DC trying to bring Watchmen into the DCR? Give it a try. I've never been the biggest Watchmen fan. I'm okay with it. You know. Luke 305. Do you think we'll ever see Red Hulk on the films? I get that question a lot, Luke. I get that question a lot. So everybody always asks me. I would love to see it. They probably have to change the person to play, because if it's going to be, how would it be Ross? You know, still to this day, when you look at Ross in the universe, it always bothers me. It's like, how did you get away with? You see his position now. It's like nobody knows that this guy kind of created the Abomination. So it's things like that. They probably have to change the character, because there is a new Red Hulk in the comics, and I like the idea of how it is done. It's pretty cool. They probably have that, but I would love this. First of all, before Red Hulk, you got to get She-Hulk in the MCU, and I don't care how you do it. I want to see her. I want to see her. In the Dragon Ball Z Saga game, you could play as one arm. Oh, okay, that's just a minute. Did you hear that DZ's series, The Terrifics? Yes, I have, and I will be checking that bad boy out. Yes, indeed. Dylan, I do enjoy your top 10 and your non-comic lineups. Yeah, I'm going to get back to doing the top 10s and the non-comic lineups. I'm fixing that up now. So I will be there. Hey, Chris, sorry I'm late. Here's my question. What are expectations of the Raiders this season, especially with the addition of Marshawn Lynch, a.k.a. Beast Mode? Me and my brother predict they're going to the Super Bowl. If they stay, Carr stay healthy, Marshawn Lynch stay positive, they go on the Super Bowl. They go. And I'll be a very proud Raiders fan. I've been a long-time Raiders fan, guys, since the Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen days. So, yeah, I'll be a very, my brother and I, I remember we were talking about how they've been screwed over a couple of times in playoffs before, and the refs have come out finally and said, yeah, we made some bad calls. A little too late, you bastards. Like don't matter now. So, but yeah, I do predict they may go. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think The Raiders are going to surprise everybody this season. I think they are. They're going to get back to their former days when they were back in the 60s when people feared the Raiders. Yeah, man. They feared when you saw the silver and black coming. You feared them. And they better keep that color, too. I know they're going to Vegas, but keep that color. Don't change that color. Don't change it, please. I'm begging you. Don't do that. Don't change it. Let's see. I want to see that JSA. Okay, we got somebody who wants to see it. I feel that Sean Austin would be a great cap tomorrow 20 years ago if he bulked up. Sean Austin, oh yeah, let's go. What up, Road Dog? I disagree with Emma Frost since I really like her and Jack. Yeah, well, she's a bitch. She's still a bitch. Like, she always had them bitchy moments. I didn't care for her too much. And I still don't care for her. Now she's how she is now. Like, it's only a matter of time before that happened. Look at her in Astonishing X-Men. Like, she always had that mentality of like, it's like, she thought she was, I hate people that look down. She looked down on people. She thought she was better than everybody. She's like, fuck you. I hate that. And now that she is the way she is, like, good. Keep her that way. Don't change her. What do you think of Tom Hardy as Venom? I believe Tom Hardy was great as Bane in The Dark Knight, right? I didn't mind him as Bane. You know, he could have been better. I was hoping they would have went somebody a Latino as Bane because I wanted him to be Latino. That's what I wanted. I wanted Bane to be Latino. And say what you want about that, but that's what he is. That's what I thought he was going to be. I didn't mind him. It's just like, did he have to speak the way he did? I was like, that I could not take him too seriously because how he spoke. I was just like, I kept cracking up laughing. And when we were supposed to get the famous break in the back, I cracked up laughing at that. It wasn't a moment like, oh my God, it happened, breaking the back. No, when it happened, I cracked up laughing because first of all, it just went. He went like just went. He didn't. It just like pop. I said, and he just bounced. I cracked up laughing. Tom Hardy is a good actor. I didn't mind him in Dark Knight Rising, but it was just like, yeah, his Bane was just kind of still funny to me. I'm just saying, each his own. You liked him, more power to you, but to me, he just kept cracking me up. I couldn't stop laughing. RV Judge did this to you. I couldn't stop laughing at that. Oh my God, that was so funny. Okay, I heard that Fox is going to try Fantastic Four. Yeah, they're talking about doing a Doctor Doom movie, and I'm like, whatever. Thoughts on Atari finally releasing a new console? Nimfree, I would love to see the Justice Guild of Society from the Justice League episode Legend be brought into the DC. Why? They were that's JSA. That's all that was. Don't need to do that. Don't need that. I'm the Tron. Since Hasbro owns Atari, do you think we could see a new lineup of G.I. Joe games, Transformers games, hell, maybe even My Little Pony games? Maybe. Tino, what's your favorite version of Ant-Man do you like the most, such as Giant Man or Goliath? What with Ant-Man, I've always stuck with the original. I love Ant-Man, but I've always loved when he went Giant Man. I've always loved when Hank went Giant Man, Giant. And Scott took over as Ant-Man, and then Hank left that, went to Yellow Jacket. He's had so many different names. Hell, even one time Goliath was Hawkeye. So yeah, it is what it is. I thought you were just saying who's my favorite Ant-Man, but no, I've always liked Ant-Man the most. I love that, that He's like the Atom. I love the Atom too. I love that. Too many. Hi, Shoujo, what up? Let me see. What the floods is this? Ricky, what about Ian Zirkin as Walker? Ian Zirkin, let me check some names I'm not too familiar with, or just make sure. Maybe I've seen him in something. I just probably don't know what he looked like. Oh, the dude from 90210. Oh, he's okay. He's on that new Sharknadoes, which I don't like that stuff. Never mind. Okay, all right. First question: favorite character from the Pulp era? From Pulp Fiction. Oh, favorite character from Pulp Fiction. That's a hard question because I love that movie. That's a hard question. I didn't really have a favorite character in that movie. I liked them all. They were all cool. So I didn't really have a favorite character. Nathan, do you watch the Chicago series and Grey's Anatomy? If so, I've checked out a few of them, but not hardcore like that. And I'm not really a Grey's Anatomy fan. I don't really watch that too much either. I heard rumors that In the Heat of the Night reboot. I really hope not, since no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Yeah, don't do a Heat in the Night series. Don't do that. That's my dad's show. He loved that show, and I watched it with him. Don't do that. In the heat of the night. Sorry. I really enjoyed your Thor reaction show. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was sweet too. Seeing those characters, seeing the Furnace Wolf, that blew my mind. And then hearing Hulk talk full sentences, and then seeing who he was attacking. I said it before. Kate Blanchett looks great as Hela. She looks great as Hela. I'm like, and the more I'm like, man, she could steal the show. She's a tremendous talent. I'm like, I think she's the first female lead villain. And yes, the MCU has a problem with the villain, so I'm hoping she is gonna play it well. And I love that scene when she's like, so I'm the goddess of death, and her eyes just sold it. I'm the goddess of death. It's like, and that's why I'm thinking she's gonna be the replacement of Death in the MCU. For Thanos. What are you the goat of again? Oh my God. I think she's gonna, and give a shout out to Carl Urban. Man, does he look spot on as Serge the Executioner? He looks spot on. And Teresa Thompson looks good as a Valkyrie. And that's the thing. Is she playing Brunhilde, or is she just playing a Valkyrie? Because the way they portray it is that she's just a Valkyrie, which is fine. I got no problem with that. But if she's playing Valkyrie Brunhilde, then it's just like, okay, they changed her again. They changed the race of another character. They did it with Heimdall. Look in the movie. Heimdall and Sif are not even related. In the comics, Sif and Heimdall are brother and sister. They're not even related. No, Heimdall in this movie looks like Bishop. It's not even funny, but he does. But still, I think third time is going to be the charm. This is really going to finally put that maybe put a little notch on the Thor friendship. Like, okay, got a good one this time. You know, I'm looking forward to it. John Smith, do you think they can remake Enter? No. Hell no. Don't touch any Bruce Lee movie. Do not touch it. Don't touch it. Hell no. Hell no. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. What are your thoughts on the Montreal screw job? It sucked. I've talked about it before, me and my brother, and you know, it sucked. To know that so many people were involved in it, you know, a lot of that shit, you know, it sucked. It did suck. Because Bret Hart was still one of my favorite wrestlers. He's still one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The man was truly the essence of execution in the ring. The man could put on great matches. You know, people. He's always said this. We say mostly this. He probably never had a bad match in his life. He says I could find four that I could tell you that I've had a bad match with. But what happened? Yeah, it sucked. And you know, I also, you know, felt bad for Sean. You know, a lot of that shit fell on him. You know, it was always said that people were going to say, you know, Vince is all you, Vince, you. But it fell on Sean. He carried that burden a long time. But I'm glad to see that they made up with each other. You know, they're on good terms with each other. That's great. I like that. But when it first happened, it sucked. You know, Brett had every right to be punched. Vince, he punched him. He hit him. You know, Triple H was involved in it and said, you know, fuck Triple H. Fuck, you know, fuck Brett. If you don't want to do business, we'll do it for him. It's like, screw y'all, man. You know, that shit sucks, man. It sucks. I got to go later, Dylan. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Have you ever thought about doing reactions to your TV shows? Reactions to TV shows? Like, you mean like I seen Tyrone Magnus do, my mentor. He's like one of my mentors in terms of why I got to doing reactions. I've seen he does reactions to TV shows. You know, filming yourself live while watching. I thought about doing that. You know, it is what it is. But I take requests. You know, a lot of people. I take requests. You got a vid you want me to react to. You know, send it to me. But with the hashtag, please react, Chris. You know, if I reply to it or, you know, notify, like you'll see a thumbs up or something, that means I saw it and it's on the list. It is what it is, you know. But I've thought about that, you know, from time to time. And, you know, I love doing the top 10s. I love doing top 10 lists. I love doing movie reactions. People want me to get back to doing the FBE vids, you know, the FBE and all that. I've been taking a break from those, taking a little hiatus from those. I've been watching some. The last one I watched was the kids listening to Queen. Those kids just put a smile on my face. The knowledge that they were knowing a lot of these Queen songs. I'm talking little kids, not teenagers. No, these are kids. Got to be no more than 8, 9 years old. And they know I was loving it. I love that. You know, I do keep in contact with my contact that would email me the vids, like, and tell me, oh, we got a new vid up. She always asks me how I'm doing, and you know, are you ready to get back in? Are you gonna come back to doing them? And she keeps following me. She follows what I do, and I say maybe not yet. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll surprise them. I just don't want my fans knowing I'm just gonna put it up. You never know. But she always just keeps contact. She emails me all the time, like, how you doing? Things like that. That's fine. Fun fact about the founder. I saw Oyama loved to fight. The man was basically a real life Son Goku, and yeah, I know. I definitely read about it. My dad got me into it when I was 13 because he wanted me to be able to finish a fight if I was able to. For me, it was mainly discipline. Not that I wasn't a disciplined kid. It was just it was become more disciplined. Never looking for trouble, but if it came my way, I was able to defend myself. Um, like I said before, guys, in high school, junior high, I never was really bullied. I was never bullied. I don't like bullies, but I was never bullied. My bullies just stayed out of my way. The ones that did know, I knew were bullies. They knew me. They would acknowledge me. Hey, what's up, Chris? And I just give them a look like almost like, yeah, I'm watching you. Like, I was that kind of guy in high school that just, if I saw a friend in trouble, I was gonna come to his aid. But I don't like bullies. That's why I always say, like, I was kind of like Peter Parker, but the difference with Peter Parker was he never pushed back. I pushed back. I will push you back. Like, you push me, yeah, you best be ready to get hurt. Something like that. Power my feet. No, I'm just fucking. I got it that one. Let's keep going. Get ready to wrap this up, guys. You guys, how do you feel about Jason Wan, horror director, directing Aquaman? I'm willing to give him a chance. I know James Wan does a good job with the horror genre, and sometimes you got to step out your field, show you got range. With Aquaman, you got Jason Momoa playing Aquaman. He looks way different. They're going Polynesian with Aquaman in the movies. That's fine. I got no problem. Like, people ask me all the time, would you mind if they brought Namor, and would you mind if they changed his race? That's like, Namor really never had a race really. But they've always said that, a lot of Asian actors have been wanting to play Namor, and I'm all for that. If they want an Asian actor to play Namor, that's fine. I've always looked at Namor, I'm like, they draw him like he's Asian. He looks Asian. Even though his father's name is McKenny. It's like Mackenzie. It's like, have you ever heard that WWE is thinking about doing a match between the four horse women of wrestling versus the four women? Yeah, I heard about that. I've heard that's mainly the reason why supposedly Ronda is getting into wrestling now. She's training. It'd be interesting. I mean, it would be interesting. I wouldn't mind, but they have to really build it up to why it's happening. Because they broke it up. You got Becky, my queen, is on SmackDown, and Charlotte, SmackDown. Sasha, Raw. Bayley, Raw. So, yeah. Just recently, I watched a video of Sasha. She dressed in a zombie and was scaring people. That was hilarious. I love that. That was funny. Outside of Bo Jackson, Martel, what were the other favorite Pro Bowlers growing up? Geez, there's so many. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, so many. Reggie White. Oh, God damn, like, there's so many. There's so many. Did I say Jerry Rice? Yeah. There's a bunch of. I grew up with a lot of. Okay. Tino, favorite Stand Bus Never Surrender. Thinking Like Me, dude. I love that song. I said, hey, Joe. Tino, did you ever watch Justice League? And Justice League? Yes. Yes. You're a new subscriber, or you're new to my channel. Trust me when I tell you. Odds are, any question you ask me, odds are I've watched it. So, but yes, I have. I loved it. I loved those series. They were great. Shoujo, can we discuss about Marvel, Disney, Sony, Netflix situation? Yeah, they want to take all the stuff off. They They want to take all of their stuff off and go into. But the thing is that they is talking that the Marvel and Star Wars stuff is gonna be safe. They're not even really going into detail about. They're talking mainly more about their product in terms of you see that Disney sign come up, their movies, those shows. So that's I'm really don't have nothing really to say about it because enjoy it. I guess. Maybe just I guess. The show you're thinking of is called Secrets of ISIS. Oh, I guess somebody's talking this. No, not Secrets of ISIS. That's not what I'm talking about. It's called Thunder Girl and shit. I'm forgetting the name of it. Uh, if Marvel decides to do a Spider-Man 2099, who do you think would portray Miguel on the big screen? Miguel O'Hara. He's man. That's a tough question too. Definitely want somebody who looks Latin. Definitely Latin. Man, I probably have to do just a video on that alone because I'm right down. I'm blanking out on casting. Stranger Things topics. Would Billy Bobby Brown or 11 make a good choice for young Princess Leia? Uh, Everybody says that. It's not even a question of if she could. Everybody says that. She was up for X-23 actually. Yep. Comic Freak X. Thoughts on Duke's new costume and name? We're talking about Duke Top. Okay, from Batman. His costume looks okay. It's black and black, yellow and black. His name, the Signal. I've heard better, but it's okay. So he got a comic coming out called Batman and the Signal. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's okay. Will you do any retro gaming again? Yes, I will. When it gets cold enough. No, I'm just when I will. Ricky, would you like a Legend of Zelda game? You damn right I would. Until video games and movies mesh well in harmony, I want it. I don't want it. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. If they do it, get Emma Stone as Princess Zelda. I'll take her. I'll do it. Yes, I will. Yeah, buddy. As for Link, my man Link, the true face of Nintendo, Mario. I don't know who to pick. Yeah, I said it. So yeah, you got a problem. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna try and what I like about the new Red Hulk is actually he has a mustache. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. If Red Hulk is an MZU, Ross would probably be disgraced or whatever, as in his current position will be no more. Yeah, it'd have to be something because you can't do it. And even still, even when you go back, looking at you look at Civil War and Ross came in. How come he wasn't like, where's Bruce Banner? Like, he didn't even go on topic. Like, where's Bruce Banner? Blah, 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 blah. Where is he? Blah. He didn't even, like, I was just like, he didn't even ask about that. Okay. October's coming. Play a horror game. Suggest Splatterhouse. First Metal Gear. When it comes to that, please don't give me no suggestions. I'll play what I want. Those are mine. Nobody gives me suggestions about that. The only thing I do is do polls on Twitter what games I have, and most of the time people pick from there, and whatever wins. But play what I want. Just remember that. Just remember that, dudes. I play what I want. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the Raiders? Just talked about that. I'm iffy on it, but once a Raiders fan, you're always a Raiders fan. You bleed. If I cut myself right now, it'll bleed silver and black. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying. The Raiders are the most metal team in the NFL. Kinda, yeah, they are. You know, those fans are crazy. Let's see. Trying to finish this. Okay. Since you're an '80s kid, Chris, have you heard of Glow? Of course, I have. I grew up with Glow. I watched Glow, and I have not watched the series yet. It's on my list to watch, and I will watch it. Definitely. Uh, did you enjoy Tom Hardy as Mad Max? Yeah, I did. I loved that. Uh, Huff proof. Is it racist to watch hockey? Why would you think that? No. My brother watches hockey. What the hell's wrong? What the hell? No. Charles, I want to ask you this as long as a while ago, but what are your thoughts on Raiders picking up Marshall Lynch off season? Also, were you ever a fan of? I was a fan. That's a good. You know, as long as he has his head on straight, I'm cool. You know, just do your thing and that's cool. Just don't do anything stupid. That's it. Have you watched Gamera or any of the '90s? I've watched Gamera. I'm not the biggest Gamera fan. To me, it's like, you know, I liked all those other, but it's the king of the kaijus all the way, dog. G-Man, and he's going to get his win back from the Big Ape. Do you watch? Do you watch the Pro Football Hall of Fame? I don't watch them too much like I used to because I'm busy at times when they're on. So I can't really say. Um, are you a fan of Frank Dukes? Yes, respect. Do you think the draft after WrestleMania this year hurt SmackDown? Uh, do you like the legendary wrestler Dan Gable? Seen some of his work, pretty good. Marvel topic. I did not enjoy the Marvel version of Valkyrie. She's kind of a slut, kind of. Sorry, she kind of was. I really enjoyed the kids' reaction to Queen. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Tino, do you have a favorite version of Starman? Um, Not really. I'm not the biggest Starman fan. I have respect for the character, but I'm not the biggest fan of his. It's kind of like Deadpool. I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but I have respect for that how popular the character is. You know, I like the movie. I'll give the movie a lot of credit. You know, but I don't have the biggest Deadpool collection of comics. Nope, never have. Probably never will. You know, I like them in spurts. You know, but there are fans that just love him every way, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, okay, okay. You know. Can we talk about the '79 remake? Have you read the novel? We talked about I've only read a little bit, and we're talking about the movies. Of course, I love that. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Getting to see that, my dad showed me that. I love that movie. Um, how do you feel, Nathan Banks? How do you feel about WWE? Another shakeup. Yeah, there's just a room. That's just a rumor, Nathan. I don't know if it's real that they're actually going to do another shakeup so soonly. But if it does, I don't know. As for the other question, uh, as for all, all Sasha, Bailey, all of them on the same show with, I don't know. I don't think that'd be smart to put them all together. We saw that happen, and what happened? Some of them got phased out, and it was focused on only, well, Bailey didn't come up yet, but still, when it was just 3 of them, it focused only on Sasha, Charlotte. Becky was like, kind of like whooped over, just whooped over. So they kind of need to stay apart. I keep them apart, unless it's really necessary. Do you know Tupac was offered the role of Mace Windu before? Wait, what? Whoa, what? Are you serious about that? I did not know that. Tupac was offered the role of. Wait. How is that possible? How is that? Okay, I got it. How is that possible? Because unless, how is that possible? I gotta look that up. How is that possible? Should there be a sequel to Shattered Dimensions? No, because right now, focus on that Spider-Man game that's coming out now, and I can't fucking wait to play that. Do I like Batman Dead End? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was fun, good fanfic. I remember when my friend Ricky first told me about that. I kept, what is Batman Dead End? He taped it for me, and I watched it. I was like, yo, this was fucking good. Yep, that was great. It's up on YouTube, guys. You can see it for yourself. I got a question for you, Tino. Did you like Grayson? Would you rather fight a bear that knows kung fu or a spider that can box? I'll take the bear. I'm not. No spider. He's got 8. Nope. I'm not doing it. Actually, no. Bartram, the actor from Batman. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I know the actor who played the Joker in that. I think he passed away. So that thing is a trip, though. I ain't gonna lie. What do you think of Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam? Perfect role. That is a perfect role for him. He was born to play that role. Yep, we've been saying that for years. Black Adam Rock it was always a win. Shout out to The Rock. Dude, I just learned Ric Flair was hospitalized this morning from a heartfelt. What? Hey man, I'm not trying to. No bad news, please. I'm Sean. Do you think Mandalorians are bigger badasses than Jedi or Sith? I never really looked at Jedi as being badasses. They just they do what they do, but a little bit. He wasn't offered to be Mace Windu. He wanted to be Mace. Okay. I was about to say because he passed away way before. I think they even started doing this prequels. I think so. I'm just saying. Yes, I love Grayson. He's a great director. He's a joke actor. Did pass away. Yeah, Grayson teaser of finding out who killed Batman. Dick coming out of retirement to find. I think the Superman guy played Superman in that was just weird. He's just too old. Easy boy. Stay out of this, Clark. That shit was funny. They punched together. Oh, that was so funny. Amishon, did you hear that the last Suicide Squad issue revealed Batman is the, yeah, you know, look, I know a lot of people have been asking me that, how do I feel about them revealing that Batman is a metahuman? I don't really care. It's like, whatever, you know, just enough, just keep stroking that back cock, just give him more just to make him superior. It's like, whatever. It is. It's like, whatever. Scott Slater said he was not a metahuman in a tweet, but they would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Hopefully he's not. Why change something that has been that way for over 70 years? Why change it now? Don't change it. There's no need for that. Anyone says Batman does not kill. Everyone says Batman does, but YouTubers like more say he has. He has killed. Look in the early days show, Joe. He killed. He used a gun. He killed in his early days when he was basically a pulp era. When he was a pulp character, he killed. He killed before, but he's not going around killing like. Watch Mojo. I like them, but sometimes they don't really know everything. Now, Comic explained that guy is cool. He reminds me of myself. I like that. And he's killed. Batman has killed before, but when they say Batman is a killer, he's not killing like Punisher. You know, if he killed somebody, it's for the greater good. You know, it's a big difference. Did you watch Batman Superman team up trailer? Oh yeah, that's who I actually. You know, he actually the actor in that who played Superman. Actually, he was actually up for playing Superman in Superman Returns, but he didn't get it. Like he was naturally big, so he was cool. Okay. Fun fact: Michael Keaton's Batman has a body count that only slightly. Hell yeah. Yep. Once again, look at the movie. In movies, it's different. Movies, Batman kills. I mean, he kills. No doubt about it. Say what you want. Oh, but he was behind the Batmobile and that, or the Batwing. No, he's still pulling that trigger. He's killing. He killed. I still don't like that Batman kills. I don't like that. I don't like it. It's like I said it before when I watched Batman v Superman. The moment I'm like, what the? I stood up. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, why is he doing that? Like, I didn't like it, but him killing. But I will say that scene, where he's saving Martha, like, man, that's just a live action version of Batman Arkham Asylum, and just moving. I was loving how he moved around because, like, that's what I want to see Batman. I want to see him being a martial artist, like, just do his. It's great to see. My problem has always been with the movie version of Batman is like, this guy's such a martial artist. Why haven't we shown it? Batman Begins and all that stuff. He's supposed to be a martial man. He was nothing but a goddamn brawler, and a bad one at that too. The fight with him and Ray Shabour on the monorail was pathetic. It's like I laugh at it. Look at his fight with Bane. I laugh at that fight. I laugh at all his fights in that series. It's just funny to laugh at. Even the older Michael Keaton stuff, at times I'm not a big fan of, like, you can't see what he's doing. Like, there was some great. I mean, there's still fights in the first Michael Keaton movie where you see him fighting somebody. Like, I remember when he was great running with Vicky Bale, and this guy just flips over he flips over and he's and then and Batman just is like, all right, come on, he does like one iron palm, pow, and you hear him go, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he just throws one kick. It was pretty funny, but I love just the guy, and he's blocking it with his guards and his shin guards. He's just wah, 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 wah. And he's like, but still, you know, we barely saw him throw kicks in that. And so seeing Ben Affleck be more fluent, I loved it. That's one thing I will say. I love seeing that, like, he's being fluent, you know. But yeah, he was nothing but a brawler when in the begin run and stuff like that. It is what it is. Let's see. Any more before let's make sure. I'm still on. I can't believe it. Oh well. Let's see. Have you ever heard about former football player Ricky Bell? He has a sad but great life story. He helped a proud little boy, and that kid went into. I think I have. Yeah, Michael O'Hearn. That's what I'm trying to remember his name. Michael O'Hearn. Good guy. Used to be on the American Gladiator. Big Boss versus Deathstroke. Who'd take it? That's a good fight. It's a good fight. Deathstroke can think very quick, though. Maybe a slight edge to Deathstroke. Maybe. A little slight. Always kind of wish they bring back Gotham Cathedral for a later Batman movie. Also, do you think that Changeling is a better name for Beast Boy in terms of him being an adult hero? Beast Boy has a Peter Pan complex. You know, but yeah, Garfield is a grown man. You know, well, not anymore now, but yeah, before New 52, yeah, he was a grown man, and he's still part of the Titans. He should have been a part of. He was part of the Teen Titans. He should have been a part of just the Titans, the one that grew up. Changeling, you know, that's what he was called first. Beast Boy came along, then he changed to Beast Boy and things like that. But I think why is Beast Boy? Because it's like it's almost like Supergirl at a time. Like Kara, there's one point she was a grown woman, and you know, Batgirl, grown woman. She's not a girl, but you know, it is what it is. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I got another text message. All right, guys. You should get your last question down because I'm about to wrap this up. But anyway, let me finish this off. Okay. Ultron topic. What did you think of Lance's progression to goofball to Teamster? Fine. To see more. It's good. Lady Shiva versus Iron Fist. Who'd win in that fight? Ooh, good match. And I think Shiva would love that too. I think Danny would love that too. Danny stays away from. If he doesn't use the Iron Fist, it'd probably be a good fight. I want to say a draw, but maybe not. Are you a fan of some of the early Raiders, like John, going back, you know, Dark King, all those guys? Yeah, gotta be. Gotta know the history of your favorite team as well, even though if you weren't born that time. Let's see. Comic Freak, any thoughts on the new Spawn movie and the casting of Tobias Whale in the Black Lightning TV show? The Spawn movie, the new Spawn movie that's working, that's coming, you know, Spawn's not even really going to be featured in it. It's focusing more on Sam and Twitch. I'm like, you know, okay, and you know, Todd McFarlane really wants to be the anchor of it. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. Good luck. As for the Tobias Whale, I was waiting for this. I will tell more. I did record a thought video on who they casted to play Tobias Whale, but they really going accurate with Tobias Whale in terms of Tobias Whale being albino. They really going, you know, for anybody who don't know, Tobias Whale is Black Lightning's real major enemy. First appeared in Black Lightning back in '77. He is the leader of the gang called the 100, and he's like Kingpin, but he's an African American albino. You know, he's black, but he's albino. He looks white. And they got a guy that is that. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And all I gotta do now is just bulk him up a little bit, you know, give him like the weight look, kind of like a bigger man. I'll talk, like I said, I do have a video coming up where I talk about it. So yeah, just look for it, Sean. Thanks, Sean, for coming through. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the Daredevil Yellow? That was good. Very good. Iron Fist versus Liu Kang. I'm going Iron Fist. Deadpool, Daredevil and Huntress, best crossover pairing. If not, what do you think is? That is a good cross pairing. There's so many I would see. Hell, ones that already happened were great. Batman and Spider-Man probably was a great crossover. There was so much. Green Lantern and Silver Surfer crossover, that was great. The Justice League JLA crossover, man. Talk about showing respect to both sides. Thank you, George Perez. Great stuff. Have you ever making a video? Have I ever shipped on? I pissed on myself once because I was so excited. Like literally got so excited. Black Panther and Thor, I wasn't joking about like my pants were wet. My pants were wet. So yeah, I wasn't joking about that. It's the life of a geek, dude. Thoughts on Dr. Midnight becoming a normal doctor? It's okay. Are you a Whovian fan? Which villain would you? Of course, I'm a Whovian. I've said it plenty of times. I'm a Whovian. I've said plenty of times who's my favorite doctor. I've said plenty of times. So yeah. For some reason, I like Superman She-Hulk, if only because I want to see Jen as being like Lois if she had powers, and that'd be cool as well. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for chilling with me tonight. It was fun as always, y'all. Will there be another live Q&A? Yeah, there'll be one more this month, at the end of the month, and it is a theme Q&A, which theme of it will be, it's all about those Fab Foursomes, the TMNT Ninja Turtles, so all questions will be devoted to that. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys take care. As always, likes, thumbs up, subscribe. comment as always. What am I put? I think I got some stuff I'm gonna put up later tomorrow or so. Definitely my DuckTales review will be up. That will be up. Start working on, since somebody said they would love to see that JSA, my top 10 favorite JSA members. Yeah, you will see that. I will start working on that. I know I still have to finish another top 10 list. Sean, Comic Freak X, you asked me on Twitter to do who are my top 10 favorite Marvel Cosmic Heroes. I'm still working on that. You bet your bottom dollar that Silver Surfer is there, so don't worry about that. Got some stuff coming indeed. But yes, guys, a lot will be coming. I will catch you guys later. Yes, guys, if you follow me on Twitter and Tumblr and things like that, I mean, on Facebook, you will see those pictures. I will be taking pictures at NXT TakeOver 3, Brooklyn. Next week, I will be there. My brother and my friend Brandon and his friend Keyshawn are definitely all for us. Are going to be chilling and seeing what's going to go down. As always, guys, much love and respect to all you guys. As always, thank you for watching. This is M.V.K, only geek high lord of New York. To all my fellow high lords and ladies, or I don't think there's any ladies tonight, but all my fellow high lords, y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys next time.